Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. So I am getting ready to pole today because yesterday was a really light pole day. I had a lot of running around to do, so I had to keep it short and sweet. So today I plan to go a little heavier with pole today. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. I know I've done a get ready with me for the pole, but this time I kind of want to give you a little behind the scenes just so you can see what I do when I'm beginning to train. Almost always it's a freestyle. So what I do is in the morning, right before I pole, one, I don't eat. I never eat before I pole. I just don't like that full feeling. And then two, I play music throughout the house. As soon as I get up, music is playing in the shower. Wherever I am listening to music because I'm trying to get the energy. I'm trying to catch a vibe. And then today, I feel like I'm dragging a little. I don't know. I was dragging a little bit yesterday too. So I'm really trying to get into the mood. So I've been playing more classical music, more alternative, sensual music. Normally it's a little more upbeat, and I play what I'm listening to, but I don't want to be copyrighted. So I'll leave a link below into one of the mixes that I've been listening to on SoundCloud for one of my more upbeat vibes when I'm in that mood. So I'm just gonna touch on my edges a little bit, and I'm looking past the camera. I apologize because I'm gonna fix up my edges and do something to this hair because I probably need to wash it. So a couple of things about pole that maybe some of you guys may not know or didn't think of, but when it comes to pole, everyone has a style. Everyone has a pole personality, and in the beginning, you really don't know what your pole personality is. You just know that you need to get stronger. You need to do the tricks that you see on Instagram. You're just trying to figure out yourself, because when you are starting your pole journey, many times you are really just trying to find yourself. You're trying to find where you fit in your fitness, in your health, in life. Sometimes you find your confidence through pole. You find your strength through pole. So when it comes to freestyling on the pole, you really have to just explore and continue to try to figure out what your pole personality is. It's taken me quite some time to figure out what my pole personality is. And I had to realize that it is okay to fail forward. It is okay to mess up. It is okay for something to be so ugly that it becomes beautiful. And I don't mind that. I don't mind all of the ugly moments. So what I post on my stories aren't necessarily always ugly. Sometimes they are, but they aren't always ugly. But it's just me kind of sharing what space I'm in, one, but then also sharing the journey. So when I am beginning to pole, when I am starting my session, I'm just moving. I am just listening to music. I'm just playing around. Almost always, I have no idea what tricks or combinations or flow I'm gonna get into. It just all happens in that moment, which is why I was a little bummed when I was shadowed, and I mentioned that a couple of videos ago, because all of those videos are freestyles and I can't get that moment back. That was a moment in time where I felt the energy and I just felt some connection to the music, or I felt some connection to the mood in the room, or I was just feeling like something that day. So it's hard to get back, and sure, most of it, all of it is choreo, and maybe I can do it again, but it won't be the same. It won't have the same energy. It's what's done is done. So now I'm just retraining my body for some of the things that I did do in those videos so that I can play with those same movements again, but I don't know. It's so difficult for me. It's so difficult for me to find that space, that energy, that emotion again, to do exactly that again. So I try to tap into some of my favorite artists like Teneriel, or other artists like hip hop artists or something, or just songs that I loved growing up or something like that, to kind of put me in a space and put me in a mood so that I can really find that energy and just become a little more emo in that moment. So that's really what I do, and that's the approach that I take when I'm on the pole, because all of this is for fun. I used to compete. I've competed many times, and I placed in the top 3, first, second, or third, almost always. So I'm pretty happy with that. But now at this point in my pole journey, I don't necessarily have anything to prove. And not that I had something to prove then, but it's a competition, right? So when you're competing, you know that your competitors are coming with an amazing package, amazing choreo, and so you know that you have a bar. Give me that, Marley. Sorry guys, he's always eating something and I just always have to get, anyway. But when you're competing, you know that you have a level, you have a bar that you have to meet. But now that I don't compete anymore, I just try to set my own bar, and I just try to make sure that I stay consistent or I just reach above that bar. So when I'm playing on the pole, I do nothing but just be me, work on me. So I try to make sure that I stay focused on me and what I'm doing and what I'm capable of. There's so much to dive into within self that allows you so much space to work and play and explore. So I really get excited about what I'm going to do when I go into a session because I have no idea what's gonna come of it. The other thing about exploring self through pole is that it's so expressive that you can have multiple personalities throughout your pole career. So yes, I'm pretty flexible. I can always be more flexible. I'm pretty strong. I can always be stronger. I'm a little flowy. I can always be flowier. And to me, that is the exploration of where you are in your pole journey and how deep you're willing to go within each one of those subsects in the modality. If you want to be flowy, what kind of flow do you want to get into? What kind of music do you like? What kind of personality do you want to be when you are a super strong, tricky polar? Or what kind of polar do you want to be when you are a super fluid, dynamic, low flow polar? So there's so much to explore that this could take a lifetime, and that's what I absolutely love about pole. When I tell you that pole is a life changer, pole itself is goals. It's always going to be my #1 exercise modality, and the reason for that is because it's total body fitness. As soon as you touch a pole, you're actually using your entire body. You are using your arm, your shoulders, your core, your legs, your thighs, your toes. There's so much to tap into. And also with pole, there's just so much that you can get out of it physically. You can become so strong just from poling. You can become so strong mentally just from poling. So there's so many takeaways from the sport that I definitely feel like if you've never poled before, just give it a try. You don't have to be super strong. You don't have to be strong at all. You don't have to be flexible at all. There's so much power in what the body can do and achieve if you are disabled and or if you are able-bodied. There's so much that you can do within the sport. So it just excites me. It really excites me to be a pole athlete. It excites me to still be able to find the joy and still be able to explore in my pole journey. I have already prepared my food for the day. So because I don't eat before I pole, I actually like to prepare my food so that once I'm done, I can just jump right into whatever meal I'm gonna have or whatever treat I prepared for myself, because otherwise I probably will go on a bender and go to the store and buy some food or order something. And sometimes that happens and it's okay, but I've already prepared my food for after the pole, so I don't have to worry about that. Because sometimes my sessions, they can go anywhere from 3 to 6 hours, and I have no idea what kind of energy I'm in most times before I get in there. So I don't know if it's going to be a 3-hour or a 6-hour day, which is why I like to make sure that my food is already prepared so I don't have to think about it. So it's mindless. And when I'm done, most times I'm so exhausted. Sometimes I can barely even walk after polling that I want nothing more than to just lay on my couch and eat whatever food I prepared, wait for the food to be delivered if it's coming, and get ready for the next day because I'm just so exhausted. But I'm exhausted in a good way because it feels so good to just use every muscle in my body and focus on my breathing, keeping my core engaged. It's just something about flying and feeling the wind in my hair, or if it's up in a bun, feeling the wind on my back. That is just so exciting to me. So I think I've done my edges. I'm gonna check it one more time in the bathroom because it's hard to do while I'm so far away from the mirror, but I'm gonna finish this and then we're gonna head into the pole room. Okay guys, so we are in the pole room and this is basically what it looks like when the lights are off. So I just come and just hit this little button. Welcome to my space. So this is where the magic happens. I guess it's magic. I don't know. The mistakes probably more than magic. So I have no idea what I'm gonna wear, and this is the hard part because I turn my music off so I could talk to you guys because I can't play it while I'm chatting with you guys, but the music usually sets the tone and the room, there's nothing really happening in the room, but there's usually energy. It's between the music, me, and the energy in the room that decides what I'm gonna wear. So I just choose from maybe whatever color I wanna choose from, or the color leg warmers that I wanna wear, whether I wanna wear sweatpants or if I wanna wear bikini bottoms, but I'm not really sure. So I don't think I can do this on camera because it's gonna be kind of hard. I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna wear. I also was feeling just now that maybe I wanna pull my hair back and do maybe a bubble ponytail. So depending on what I wear, that's what it's gonna determine if I'm gonna change my hair or not, because I wore this hair yesterday and I don't know if I feel like vibing in this hair today. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna wear. Not sure yet. And then we're gonna jump on the pole. Okay guys, we are dressed and ready to go. I am vibed up. I think I have enough energy for this session. We're dressed. Let me show you. We are dressed. We're just gonna do a little black because I'm feeling I want to be a little moody and a little flowy today. So we just did a little black with some neutrals. I think that's pretty cool. And I didn't pull my hair back because I didn't really touch the pole yet, so I'm not really sure what we're gonna deliver. But right now, this is what it's gonna be. This is what it is. So I'm gonna wipe the pole down. And I am working with a 50 millimeter means how wide the diameter of the pole, and the 50 millimeter is one of the largest sizes. I like to work on a 50 because it increases my hand strength and just my overall strength. I have 45s also, but I basically use a 50 because it just allows me to do what I want to do. Also, the 50 gives me some really nice size calluses on my hands, and the calluses actually, pro tip, they actually help me on the pole to grip better. So I don't ever use lotion on my hands, and most of the times I don't use lotion on my legs either. Lotion to me is definitely a bad word because you don't want anything on your skin that's going to allow you to slide on the pole. And I love to wear sweatpants. They do help me slide, but that's something that I can control. If I am lathered up in oils and lotions, I'm coming down hard and fast. So no lotion for me. I'm gonna wipe down the pole. I always use paper towels because I feel like a rag just redistributes dirt and oils back on the pole. So I use a paper towel, I wipe it down, I'm done. And then I'll use another paper towel the next time. So I spray with alcohol. I use the 91% alcohol to wipe the pole down. I think the alcohol under that is 70 something, but for whatever reason, I feel like it leaves my pole with some kind of streaks on it. So I like the 91% proof alcohol the best. So I just spray the paper towel with the alcohol and just wipe it down. The pole is already on spin. So now that the pole is clean, I can get to it. I'm probably gonna start with turning the music on and doing some flow, just some power moves. But before that, actually, what I like to do is walk around the pole and just raising my hand as high as I can, pulling away from the pole, making sure that there's no tension or any tightness anywhere in my lats, in my deltoids, in my traps. You want to make sure that there's no tension in your shoulders. Before I even touch the pole, I'm still listening to music, I'm still rolling my shoulder, I'm still walking around. And this too is allowing me to get into the mood of where I'm going to go on the pole. I still have no idea what I want to do, what I'm going to attempt, but this is just the start of me warming up. This is just the start of me doing what I want to do. So I just walk around the pole, making sure that I have no tension in my upper body, making sure that there's no tension in my lower body. So just a couple of body rolls, just trying to get loose. This isn't going to completely loosen me up, but this will help to start to loosen me up. So I'm just walking and loosening and walking and loosening. We kind of go from there. So a question that I'm often asked is, what grip do I use when I'm on the pole? What do I have on my hands when I'm on the pole? I get that question all the time. Most times it would just be the alcohol, the 91% alcohol. I'll just take the paper towel, rub that over my hands, and then I'll touch the pole because my pole feels so dry that I feel like I can do it without any grip because I haven't had lotion in so long. My hands are so dry that between that and the alcohol, it does the job. Or I'll use a spray grip. So there is different brands of spray grip, but I use whatever I can find that's the tackiest because that'll help with my grip as well. I use different brands of spray grip, so not one in particular, but any one that you find that gives you that tacky feel, that's the one that I would choose to help me with my grip on the pole.
I never like, I never like, I never like, I never like.
So I threw some sweatpants on because I wanted to get into a little more training, and I wanted to show you guys a few of the things that I do in the beginning. Before I really start to flow on the pole, I wanted to show you guys a few of the things that I do and what I do and how I do it when I have sweatpants on, because I get a lot of questions as well about how in the world do I pole in sweatpants? Like how I'm actually sticking. The best answer is that I focus and I control my upper body so that my lower body isn't doing as much work. So you really have to make sure that your lower body has a really good connection between your torso and your legs. So I try to make sure that I am drilling and I'm doing specific exercises. That's gonna help me keep my muscle engaged from top to bottom. So when I have sweatpants on, I'm trying to make sure that I'm using the momentum from my legs and then the strength from my upper body. So when I do that, if I start to swing, I go here, breathing, swing, control, control, control. Even a simple movement as just lifting and spinning, I feel all the contraction in my midsection, in my abs. I feel all the contraction there. So I'm gonna play a little bit more on the pole with my sweatpants on.
Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the balls. I'm flipping the.
Okay guys, so we had a really good training session today. I really enjoyed it. I was able to power through a lot of moves that I didn't know I had the energy for. So I'm telling you, the music helps. I don't know if this works for everybody, but if I put on some songs that I don't even have to know the songs, but if it's a good vibe, if it's a good mix, I'm poling for hours. I definitely enjoyed the music today, and I really enjoyed just being in the space because yesterday I had very limited time, so I was able to really dive in a little bit more. I didn't get to tap into my flowy side today, unfortunately, but that's okay because I felt more upper body strength and I felt ready to push, so I just kept going and I stayed in that lane. I do know when it's a pole session, I'm gonna work on upper body, so that's kind of obvious, but otherwise I don't really plan as much because I kind of just want to feel the flow, and really that's the thing. It is really just truly me, just being me, enjoying my space, enjoying my time, just enjoying the moment and flying on the pole. So that's really what's important to me. The gains are always gonna come. I'm always gonna be able to build muscle somehow, some way, and I really don't necessarily focus there, but I do focus on drills and I do focus on upper body strength training when that is truly the goal. But Saturdays and Sundays is really just a play day. It's a kind of whatever I want to do day. But when I notice that I'm not as strong as I have been previously, or I feel like maybe I'm feeling a little weak, then during the week I'll do a lot more drills, I'll do a lot more training style, specifically focusing on a group of muscles or specific moves. Otherwise, it really is my time to just enjoy it, because if I don't enjoy my workouts, I don't want to do it. I don't really want to get into the workouts. I really don't want to engage and take the time to do the workouts. I would prefer to be on my couch and watching Netflix because I'm such a homebody. I'm an introvert extrovert, although I am far more introvert than I am ever extrovert. But I'm working on that. But I would prefer just to be laying on my couch and just relaxing with my feet up playing with Marley. So if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to do it. So I really take this opportunity to really enjoy myself, smile, laugh, screw up, make mistakes, slip a little bit but not fall, all of the things. I really use this time as like a mental connection with my body and where I am currently, like staying in the present, because I notice that during the week, my mind is just gone. I'm thinking about what's next. I'm thinking about what I need to be working on. I'm thinking about money or family or whatever. But this is my time where everyone is shut out, everything is shut out, and it's just me and the pole and the music. That's pretty much what my day looks like on a pole day. So now what I'm gonna do is enjoy my salmon that I already pre-prepared for myself, which I'm really excited about. Thank you, pass me. Then I'm gonna probably make some veggies with it because I'm not really sure what I wanna have with it, and I might get me a snack. I've been craving a cookie from Panera, so I might run and get that after I take Marley for a walk. But that is pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I am happy to share about pole. Let me know where you guys are in your pole journey, what you're working on. I always love inspiration. I've been doing this a while, but I always take inspiration from everything and from people around me. So it could be a certain environment or a certain sound or art. I just take inspiration from everything. And again, that's what I love about pole. You can be as creative as possible, and I so enjoy that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment below. Definitely share and like, and let's chat about it. Let me know what's going on in your pole life, in your pole journey, or if you're starting pole, or if you're interested in starting pole. Ask me all the questions because I'm here to give you some answers. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.